You may continue this. This vibrational note carries on and on through eternity. It is energy, much as you are energy. And the importance of this note when there are groups of humans together is that it brings you into the same vibrational frequency. We don't really like this word, but you like it, so we're going to use it. It brings you all into the same place, the same resting place. So you are able to receive and stay in this energetic exchange because now it's familiar to all of you. And now you are all one. Now you are acting as one. You are one. And this word is very important for you all to understand, particularly the ones gathered here. You have gathered together as one. Individually, you are very strong characters. You go about your lives, you make your own decisions, very strong. And yet you are willing to submit to one if it's for a higher good, if it's for a higher purpose. It's instinctual in you. It's something buried deep inside each of you that will come forth when called. It's as if there will be a battle, and who will be at the front of the line? This group has shown up to do this. So this vibrational note brings you all to the same place, and this place is a place of oneness and knowing. In this place, there's great information available because you bring all of your information together and it raises up the vibration. We use this word a lot because it's the way that you interpret energy. When we speak of energy, it's too vague for you, but vibration is energy that you can feel. And sometimes some of you can see it with devices, and sometimes you are able to see energy coming from humans. So we use this word vibration because it's easier for you, but the correct term is energy. For it is vague because it's used in all different manners of your being and beyond. When you're not in your physical body, your energy, you're not vibration any longer. Vibration is what you use in your human time so you can see and feel energy. So we wish for you to understand that you have come together, and we are going to say as the front line of a battle, although that's not a joyful word to any of you, and yet you understand someone must be at the front line. You understand someone has to start the thing. If it's for a love force, whatever the issue, whatever the battle cry is, someone has to be at the front. And here you have shown your warrior hearts. We're going to say it. We don't like these words that humans use and misuse, but in this case, it comes forth easily between all of you. This is all of you saying this. So we will repeat it for you. For always, it's always important for you to remember that we are not teaching, we are not philosophers or anything. We are reminding you of what you have asked us to remind you of. We're not saying anything brand new. You individually ask for information, but when you come to a group setting such as this strong, there's a very strong energy force here. When you come together like this, you're precise in your wording. We're ready for battle. What do we need to know? And it is not a battle where lives will be lost. It isn't this. It's a battle for love. And we use the word because you must understand it takes effort sometimes if for humans to move into an uncomfortable place for them, so they may fight this love battle. It's not sitting in your chair eating cookies. It's not from this place. It's from a higher place, a vulnerable place, a place where you're exposed, where others can ridicule or call you ridiculous humans. What's wrong with you? But there needs to be this force, and now you have come forth with this. And we congratulate you because you have not known this energy until this moment. You have not known this warrior mentality of setting an example for others about what true love is like. It's vulnerable, it's scary. And you have not all noticed, and here you are, strangers, coming together with this battle cry. Love must win. We will make sure of it. We will step forward. We will be the ones in the front. There will always be those who follow, but someone must choose to lead. So this is a very valuable gathering that is happening here. And we will just comment once more on the vibrational note. When you are out of sync, you all may return to this note, and you yourselves will be reminded of the energy that is existing right now with all of you. This energy contains you, this vibration, and it may be recalled at a future time to remind you of this feeling of oneness with a common goal and purpose. Even though you don't know each other, we have just reminded you of something deep inside of you, that you wish to be bearers of love. You wish to go forth. You wish humans to love one another. You have great hearts and intentions within you, and within your lifetime that's you get battered around a lot because it's the human world. It's very difficult for beautiful hearted humans to exist in this sort of place that you're living in. It's very difficult, and yet you show up life after life after life hoping this will be the time I will do this. This will be the time I lead the love force. It's my time. I'm going to do it this time. And now we wish to tell you it is true. It has come true here, that now your highest intention, your higher selves, which is the love self, is sticking out here. You're all shining with love, and you wish to go forward in this way. We will speak individually to you. We don't mean that to sound like a big preachy thing, but we are able to draw your intentions together and create one sort of commentary, which is what you're all believing and feeling. So, aside from that, what do we wish to speak of at this time?
Can I say?
Yes, you may speak.
I would like to know how to speed up the process of third eye opening and how to access Akashic records.
You like to have this secret information. Now, this is
Yeah.
yes, you are a seeker of secrets, we would say. So it is always important to know your intention. So is it you? Is this for yourself, or do you plan to offer this to others and teach them how to do this also?
Both.
So in order for you to teach others, you must be pure of heart. You understand this?
Yes.
This is the most important thing. When others are leading humans who are lost, it's important that they lead them to love and not to an egoic place. So we will continue with this. This is, before we address what you are asking, we will speak to you of your heart. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So your intention as a human is, do you understand that you are not completely healed?
Yes.
So this is really where your focus belongs. It is not in seeking new gifts to offer humans. It is to go inside to heal the part of you that is being left behind as you go further searching. You understand, as you go on a trip to gather new information, there's a part of you that is not being recognized, and it does not wish to be left home alone. Do you understand this terminology?
Do you mean my soul is defragmented or something else?
It could be this. This is your precise way of speaking of it. We are speaking of a small childlike part of you that is afraid to live.
Okay.
This is, we will say it another way. As you became more adult, more human, more living in the world of man, there's a certain very delicate part of you that could not exist in this troublesome, heavy way of life. So you have to make a conscious decision to leave it behind. It is like an orphan, an abandoned child. Does this, do you understand this?
Yes.
So this abandoned part of you that you only did because you had to survive wishes to come along on your adventures, but first you must return to it and heal it and hold it and listen to it and all of its concerns. And in order for you to do this, or anyone, you must become very vulnerable and have your ego left aside, so you're able to return to a small one, a small child who is unloved and left to fend for itself with no resources to do so.
Okay.
If you're able to go back to this small time, this is where your connection, what happened here was the disconnect with the higher, the universe of love is what we refer to it as, because it's the easiest, it's the most precise language we can think of that we use. As you're able to return to this small time, there was a disconnect from this universal love force, because you would believe at that point there can't be this heavenly being if I am living like this. There's a cutoff, a disconnect, where you felt abandoned by whatever you like to call your higher, your energy, your angels, your heaven, all of this. Do you understand a time when you said there cannot be that place, or I would not be left in such a terrible state of being?
Yeah.
This disconnect right here is where the healing for you must occur before you can travel into the universe of love, which is where you're speaking of, you're wishing to travel to.
Mm-hmm.
You must have a complete connection to it, a belief in it, a love, an ease with it, an understanding. When you are one with the universe of love, all universal information is available to you. This is what you're asking. So you are asking for universal intelligence, which is these records you speak of, but yet you're not completely sure yourself that this place is as safe as you wish it could be. Is that understandable?
Yes.
So in order
Yes, it is.
for you to go to this place and visit as a visitor, you must feel as if you are part of it to begin with, that you are the universe of love. You exist, it exists within you. You are human now, and you're back to universal love, and then you're human, then you're back to universal love. When you feel this ease, you may easily travel to these places that you are speaking of, because you are speaking of divine matters. You are speaking of higher energy. You are speaking of visiting the universe of love. In order for you to visit there, you must understand you are already a part of it, and a part of it lives within you. Then you are welcome to go wherever you wish in that place. But if you have this disconnect from the small one, just a little bit. You left me, you abandoned me, you're no good for nothing. This disconnect, I ban you. I'm going to survive on my own no matter what. This thinking must be healed because it is a broken bridge from you to what you seek.
Okay, understand. What is the best way to heal? Through hypnotherapy or meditation, or?
It is time for you to sit with the little one and go back to the place. The moment before you disconnected from the universe of love, you were in the universe of love. If you're able to go back to this moment when you felt the universe of love betrayed you, if you can go back and sit in the discomfort, it's your most uncomfortable place to be. That's why it happened. And this is why humans often do not return to their most horrid place, the most horrid feeling they've ever had. Who wants to return to that? But what we say is when you go to that horrid place, the most pain you've ever felt in your life, a moment before you were in peace. The moment that it happens where you change from discord to harmony is only a second apart. But in order to get to the remembering the oneness with the universe of love, you must first sit in this agonizing place and realize as soon as I finish this and feel this completely, and it is finished for me, I will return and be at peace. You will be physically, mentally, spiritually exhausted, so you'll be available to heal, to open, to become one with it. It is love, really. You see? So there's a part of you that has disconnected from love. Is that good for you? It's a little...
Yes, thank you very much.
All right. Let us do namaste together. Namaste.
Namaste.
Erin, if I may ask, are there other individuals in the group here that you can see a similar problem with? I don't know if this is a common thing or not.
Well, will we speak of you then? Shall we begin with you?
Absolutely, thank you. I was happy to lead.
And you are wondering whether there's a part of you that has separated itself from the universe of love. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, and others. I don't know if it's a common problem. It's the first description I've heard of that.
We're going to begin someplace where you're going to be surprised. We're going to tell you that this is not your concern. No, so your concern with, and it sounds horrible to humans to say such a thing, but your concern is for your development individually. As you raise yourself and become connected and balanced, others will join you who are in the same place. If at this moment there are others who feel disconnected from their selves, they will speak of it themselves, personally. What we mean to say is this interaction, although we say that this is a group activity, not activity, a group oneness, when you're together, you're one as a group. This can only happen individually, and we will explain this. Each human must show up ready for battle. You must show up fit and connected and balanced and whole. Otherwise, each will fall. You see, one will fall on the next to the next to the next, like this. So as you show up, your highest self, it's not your concern whether how the others are showing up. This is what we mean. We mean every human being decides if they wish to come forward and stand up or whether they wish to hide out. Even if they're ready for standing up, they still have the option to hide if they so choose. So when you speak of others, this is what we mean by it's not your concern. It's up to them to individually have their singular paths. But when you come together, you will all stand individually, but together. There will not be a leader. This is not the usual human way, because you will act as one. You see, there will be one group moving forward, knowing instinctively what the others are doing, because each comes prepared and in their own alignment, in their own connection.
Okay.
So we wish to tell you, as much as you are thinking this is a nice thing to ask for others, it does not include you exactly. So what is it really you would like to ask only for yourself, not speaking about others' needs?
Okay. Is there anything fragmented with my personality then that I need to address?
So you see how this has come right back to you, and now it only involves you and your healing. And now it is more vulnerable for you to ask such a thing, because you are showing up and suggesting perhaps you're not as put together as you look to be. You feel how this feels different for you. This conversation now, am I fragmented? Does it feel energetically different than are there others in the group who are fragmented?
I just didn't want to capitalize on the conversation. That's all.
But do you feel the difference inside of you?
Yes, I think there's some, there's definitely more vulnerability by saying
Yes.
me specifically.
Yes.
But that's fine. I would like to heal it if it's possible. I don't know.
And this is what we are saying. You are healing at this moment.
Mm.
You are healing this moment from this remembering that you yourself are able to step forward and be vulnerable and suggest that there could be something dark within you, or something flawed, or something that's not right. This act in itself is healing, because you are stepping forward. And when you say, is there anything wrong with me? The energy around you, the universe of love, and your non-physical support team come to answer you. When you're vulnerable and speak out, energy comes to you. And this is what you're truly asking. You're truly wondering, how am I able to ask questions and hear responses without involving someone else in this conversation?
Mhm.
So what we would like to discuss with you is exactly this, that when you ask, be aware you're asking. Right now, you act as if or it appears you're speaking to us. You're not. You're speaking to the universe and those who are part of your team, those who know you internally. That's who you're speaking to. So when you speak to them, notice what you're doing and listen. Listen to the response. But first, you must become aware that you are saying what you are saying and where it's going. It's going out. It's not really coming here. We don't know anything. We are only a mirror of you. We only remember we remind you of what you wish to be reminded of. And now we are reminding you of this. All of your questions can be answered by the universe of love when you listen. And your first step is always to be vulnerable. This is different for you, to speak out into the air when there's no humans around. Speaking out into the air, hello, is there anything I must be aware of today within me? Is that a comfortable thing for you to do in your place when you are finished with this interaction? Are you able to stand in your place and just ask the question out into the air?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I was just curious if there's something to be addressed. If there's nothing to be addressed, then no point in asking the question.
This is always your circular thinking. What if asking the question is important? What if the answer really doesn't matter? What if being vulnerable is the question or the exercise? What if it's trusting that something else is going on, because who is it you're speaking to in your empty room? You see, you are speaking to the universe of love.
Okay.
This is the exercise for you. Letting go of what you think you know and being vulnerable out to what you don't know. Who's going to answer you or where it's coming from? This exercise is vulnerable for you, but eventually you're going to feel full because you'll begin to understand your answers and questions are coming simultaneously. You ask the answer, you ask the answer. Pretty soon the answer comes before the question. You don't even have to ask anymore. So this is the exercise for you, is to trust that what you say matters, that it's heard, and that you can feel the response.
Okay.
So we're not giving you a direct answer, which you love to have specific, direct answers, but we're giving you the truth.
All right. I can use that. Thank you.
All right. Let's just do namaste together. Namaste.
Namaste. Much thanks.
Hello, Erin. I have a question for you.
Yes.
I'm curious why I suffer from headaches and migraines.
Ah, yes. This is a human affliction for those who are extra sensitive to energy. Do you often feel energy that rotates around the top of you like this?
Yes.
This is your energy that is going and coming and going and coming without you precisely directing it. So any human affliction is to draw your attention to something that needs to be addressed. This has to do again with energy. So may we ask you, are you able to direct your energy, or do your emotions go every which way most of the time? Energy and emotions are the same in this way. Energy must be interpreted by humans either as a vibration or emotions. These are what allow you to know there's energy moving. So this is why we use this word feeling with you. So we are saying it is truly energy, but to you, you will feel it as emotions. So do you understand what we mean by emotions coming and going like this?
I think so. I feel energy coming and going. I don't know about the emotion attached to it.
How is it you feel energy? How would you label it?
Heat, cold, pressure.
Yes, all right, sensations. Okay, so this is and these we would call vibration. All right, fine. So you've got it sort of narrowed down. Now, as you label energy, who the heck cares if energy is coming and going? What's the purpose of it anyway, really? You see? So we're going to get to that because this is really what you're talking about. The question sounds straightforward, but it's a little bit complicated. So first, we have spoken of energy and you have responded and you understand that it feels like heat, it feels like cold. But why do human beings feel energy? All right. Now it's because we have said your body's calling attention to something. Notice this. This is important. Pay attention to this. And this feels like human ailments. It means pay attention to this. Now, as you pay attention to this, what is this? You don't know. You don't know what this is. So all of this time you've been thinking, what is going on here? Why do I have this? Why? Without having precise answers, but you have labeled it as hot and cold. So you're getting somewhere. Now we're going to take this energy to really where this started. This is more than you today. This is more than your life experience at this moment, because your life at this moment is reasonably stable. Your life has not always been stable. So you have had to play with energy. Or let us even go back further. Let us go back all the way to the time you discovered energy within you. There were times when you were very knowing that something was not right, but you had no reason to know why that would be. You had an instinct, an intuition. Do you recall this? It's this very, very long time ago. You saw things happen before they did, and we don't mean deja vu. We don't mean that word. We mean you could see energy moving in a certain way that would result in a certain thing, and it often did. Do you remember this?
No.
So as you would say, this human is intensity is growing, and it will end up with a broken dish. Do you call this? You saw, say, intensity, which is energy, growing in another human being, and then there was a result because of it.
Interesting.
Is this familiar too?
I have to think about it.
So it is a human that this mostly happens with a specific, you learned it first with one human who is extremely emotional. You saw lots of energy with them, but that became now a pattern for you. So you saw one human that had excess energy that you spent a lot of time with.
Okay.
Their energy you could see. It was getting higher, 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 higher. Bang. Something happened.
Yes.
Now, you're able to feel this because we wish to work through this with you. This you realize then you could see with other people too. Not so extreme because you had learned from watching this. Now, there's a part of you, even though you are a small one, that started to think you caused it because you could see it. I can see it, see it, see it, bang. Oh, I must be the cause of this thing because I can see it and others cannot. This created then a certain discord in you and a hatred of self, we would say. That might be a little strong, but you started to question your intentions, that you wondered whether now you were a bad person because you would cause such an event of high energy with an exact event at the end that was distasteful. So there's a part of you that felt as if you caused other human beings to explode. Can you feel this energy?
I think so.
It's a difficult place for you to return to because it is the beginning of this energy movement, but it will set you free. It will set you free from this energy that you are speaking of, which is your head's popping off. It's trying to remember. It's trying to heal. And this is the beginning. It's a little bit complicated because as you watch a human act a certain way and then react with this common goal, you watched it over and over till you said, that's exactly the same every time. Energy bang, energy bang, energy bang. If I'm the only one that can see this, I must be causing it. I must be bad. This is the root of this situation. It's deeply rooted in and it's very precise. It might not be something you can recall at this moment. We will leave this with you, for it's a thing for you to drift back to. And we wish to tell you that you are a powerful, energetic being. And this is the confusion here. You are a powerful, energetic being, but you cannot cause others to act or react in any way. Everyone is an energetic being, and every human being decides themselves how to act. So you yourself are high energy and extremely powerful, but only in your own life. You're not responsible for others. If you're able to return to this place to heal that you are not a bad human, and this would be heavily laden with judgment by you, because children, you don't wish to say a child is bad, and yet somewhere deep inside of you, there's this lingering notion of it that will be healed or could be healed by you when it's encircled with love, because there are no bad humans. There are certainly no bad children. So this love may heal this notion that you had as a very small one. We will tell you, we will leave you with this mantra, we would say, or a repetition for you to hear again. It's important. We are speaking to a very, very small you, not the one today. But the brain exploding will be affected by this. So as you came into being, you came in with great joy. You were very excited to come into human. You wished to share love. Your heart was soft to other human beings. You loved each one that you came across. You loved the small animals. You loved the flowers. You loved the dish. You loved the food. You were a great lover. You came in a great lover. You were delicate, but you were a lover and delicate at the same time. When delicate lovers live a human life, they're often injured. But for you, you took the chance coming into human again. I'm going to be a delicate lover, and I might be injured, but yet I wish to come. I wish to try. I want to be all that is possible for a human to be. I wish to be love in human, and I will try my best. I will come in to this situation and I will try to love it up. I'll try to love each human being that I come across. It's my highest self. And when I'm not loving, I'm in pain. I'm injured. So I wish to return to love. And I wish to remember I am precious. I'm a gift from the universe to all humans. I'm a wondrous being in human form. I am spectacular. I am lovely. I am loved by all. I am loved and held by the universe of love. For I am precious to it. I am precious to mankind.
That's lovely.
Let us do namaste together. Namaste.
Thank you.
Hi, Erin.
Greetings.
We've covered a lot tonight. I have a couple questions and I don't know what to ask, but I'm gonna ask about the ringing that I've been getting in my ear for quite some time.
It is similar to the note of the bowl that you play.
Yeah.
This is a vibration as it draws human beings into an energetic oneness. This ringing in the ears is you calling out. This is your connection to the universe of love and other human beings who are hearing the same note. So this is a calling. It's a frequency. You love this word, humans. It's energy. It's vibration. And for you to listen to it, it's a tune. It's not going to be, at first it seems as if this is an awful human thing. We want to have a smooth life. We want to have fun. We don't want this awful ringing in the ear. What if it's a note? What if it's a song? What if it's the song of the universe or other humans calling to you? This is a different and a correct way to view this note. It's a note. Is it causing you discomfort?
Sometimes, yeah.
Are you able then to play with it, just as you play this bowl? See how it rings and rings and rings and goes and carries itself forward? You understand, you can visualize this. The notes go around, the vibration carries. Where's it going? It's going somewhere. You hear it as it leaves this practice. You understand what we mean? The very silent, the end notes are going off into somewhere. They're not disappearing. You may play with this note in your ear just like this. Raising, lower it, send it out vibrationally. You are a player, you play with energy, and this is just one more thing for you to play with energetically, because it's a vibration. You understood that it was something spiritual, didn't you?
I wondered, but I wasn't fully certain. I was concerned, yeah, medically, but yeah, that's
Drawing
really
your
nice to
attention to
hear.
it.
Yeah.
It's drawing your attention to it. What's this? What's this? Can I play with this? What is it for?
Well,
What am I
I got-
listening to? Is it a song? Is it someone else calling out to me? What exactly is this? Light and easy like this. When the fear comes in, oh, there's something wrong with me, I'm very sick, everything closes down. The energy stops, you're all alone. You're disconnected. When you play with it, you're lighter, very light.
Okay. Yeah, it started getting louder during the meeting, so I thought I'd ask.
So fun, is that not? This is great energy. This is an energy exchange, not just us. It is all of you together. You are a singing bowl. You're a human singing bowl. And you understand that the note, you can visualize this note going around, turning into energy. You can visualize it. You can see it swirling, swirling, and moving. Yes? Now that we have described it, you have remembered that it is a color. You can see the color, swirls and leaves.
Wow. Yeah, that'll be fun to play with. Huh. Thank you.
Life is easy for you. It's fun. It's a joy. It's a ride. It's a trip. That's funny. We don't know what those mean, but it is a playful a time for you.
Okay.
You play with things. Your life has been heavy before, but not now. Now it can be light, fun, playful. Don't need to shut down and disconnect. You're able to be easy. Your higher self. Your higher self loves to have fun, does it not?
Yes.
You're a playful being. What else do you wish to ask of us?
Oh, I'm wondering if that question will lead to the other one was, how can I start hearing? I guess the ringing, I was concerned I wasn't hearing spirit enough because of that, but I know you've talked in the past how tuning the radio, and I'm wondering what else I can do to tune that radio a little bit more.
So you have already put the two questions as one. The ringing is the communication that you have asked for. It's just clearing a space to be heard. You're now focusing on the tune of it instead of the actual vibration as in pain or injury or there's something wrong with you. You've already elevated your thinking to be curious. What is this? What is that? What are you saying? You have to speak more clearly. I don't understand you. Easy like this. If you want to say something, you better say it clearly because I can't hear ringing. All of this, it's all connected for your communication, because energy, if you wish to communicate and listen and hear those around you, those that have passed, those that are your support team, they are also energy and they are trying to use vibration to speak to you. Give them a bit of a break. Sometimes they're woo, like this. They are communicating with you, you're communicating with them. You're learning together what is the best way. And all of a sudden it will just slip into place one day. You'll say, oh, that's what you're trying to say all this time? It will be easy like this. It will just flip and be. Because you're receptive to it. You've asked for it. Communicate with me those who have passed. You're open to this idea. You like it. So you're open, you're hearing, it's a singing bowl inside of you. Maybe you're a singing bowl. Is that good for you?
It is. Thank you.
All right. Let us do namaste.
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 Erin, is that the same issue with everybody that has ringing in their ears? Because I get a ringing occasionally too, but I understood it was just cosmic energy that I could listen here.
And what is cosmic energy to you?
Like information that's coming in that I don't audibly understand, but it's just the information that's coming into me. But I just hear it as like a high-pitched ringing in the ears.
Yes. This is the same information that was asked before. This ringing is tuning in. When you ask, you have also asked, hey, what's going on in the universe? You've asked this. So when you ask, be prepared for the answer. Because you're insinuating somebody's listening to you somewhere out there. Otherwise, you don't ask these questions. These curious questions are asked outward. So believe that the answers are coming to you. That's why you're asking. This is the process of belief also. And of course, this tuning is you're just trying to hear beyond your humanness because you have an idea, a notion that there's more going on than what you see and feel and hear at this level. So you're reaching out, you're trying to hear more. You're open to it. Right.
Well, I was told that in some, I attended a course and everybody was kind of falling asleep, or they called it zoning out during the course when we did these meditative exercises. And when I did a hypnotic session with somebody, they said, well, it was because the group was energetically tired and that, so that caused the zoning out, but we were getting downloads and there was too much information coming at once. And that's why we kind of clicking out, I think was the term they used. It would overload our circuits and we would just click out. And so that's why people were falling asleep more frequently than they might otherwise. That was the explanation given then. I don't know, is there any relationship there?
This is a different topic that you are speaking of. That's a group intention, what you are speaking of and what you are bringing forward. This ringing that you are speaking, that we have discussed here, is trying to tune in exactly to hear what you're trying to hear. Your ears are stretching themselves beyond the human limit because you believe there's something to hear.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. Thank you.
Are there any more that wish to speak?
The term love, I can only speak for me, but there's a level of vulnerability with the term love. And do you speak on that at all?
You are speaking of human love, yes?
Yes, and then actually the other part that's probably, curious for me is the whole term universe of love.
Yes.
It's hard to imagine. It's a
yes.
common term, but it's pretty expansive.
Yes, you have mentioned it exactly. So when you speak of human love, it's very small because it's human to human. Sometimes when the universe of love is flowing through both humans, there can be a big explosion. All right, that's a different situation. We would speak to you about the universe of love, and we have chosen to use this word because it's the one most easily accepted by humans. When you hear the word love, most people feel good. They're like, oh, that feels lovely, I think. You don't really know what it is. you think you don't know what it is. Let's just be precise here. All human beings know what true love is because they're in true love when they're not in physical. And we will remind you of something, perhaps you will recall. This knowing is deep inside each human. If it were not deep inside of you, you would not be walking around. We were just going to say that, because when you're not in physical form, energy comes into your physical body for it to live through a human life. This energy also leaves the human body when it's complete and the body just falls down. This energy still exists before and after the human body. The human body is an experience, a ride, you'd say, something like this. So this energy, we choose to say love because it brings a positive emotion in most humans. And there's a slight recalling of true love. And most of our time is spent reminding humans of this place inside of them, where they know what love actually is. And this love is that at your very first breath, you are entirely love. You have not learned yet to the ways of man. You've not learned to manipulate, and you haven't got your ego going or anything. So when your first breath, you are pure love. And often humans may return to this place when they rid themselves of the trauma in the middle. There's usually great trauma for most humans in the middle. So they can't get to the beginning breath because they won't pass through the trauma. It's too painful. So they never fully remember the extent of unconditional, overwhelming love, where you'll cry, just like a small child. When you saw a flower, you'll weep, your heart will be moved. This is the essential love that exists in all of you, but has been ruined, we would say. So when you speak of human love, it's a different thing. It's very complicated. There could be egos involved, the presenting, misuse of the word. But when we speak of the universe of love, it's a feeling inside of you, a feeling of ease and peace. Perhaps when you look at a newborn child, all of a sudden you're just full of love yourself. You cry, you don't even know why. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Do you recall this feeling?
Yes.
That's the universe of love. In that moment, that precious moment, you are pure. You are pure love yourself. If you could see yourself at that moment through the universe of love, you'd be a bright light. You'd be a star. You would not be able to contain it within a human body. It will exude out, and you will be like a fire. This is the universe of love. And we often bring about this remembering for humans. So they recall the feeling now, then you may recall it again and again and again with this visualization of staring into a newborn's face and crying yourself. Just that moment. It's as if it is captured in time, as if you're frozen in time staring at love. It's an overwhelming human emotion. And this is true love. This is the universe of love. This is you. You are the universe of love in a human form. Is that understandable to you?
Yeah, I like that, because when I hear universe, I'm thinking of the cosmos, and this is being explained as inside.
Yes. The universe of love lives within each of you. You are the universe of love. You just are contained in human. And when you come together in this form, it's pieces of the universe of love coming together with a common goal. And that's why the energy's escalated when you come together in love. It's as if you're all seeing newborns, not just one. And that's how the energy is raised. And that's why we have spoken of leaders stepping forward in love. This is what we mean. You're all staring at the faces, and you're in a moment of time, and you're in pure love, and that's your intention to move forward. Is that good for you?
Yeah, that touches me.
Yes, this is a remembering. We emphasize we are not teachers. Often we are called this, but this is not the truth. We are reminders of what you know already, for you are all love. Let us do namaste together.
Namaste.
Namaste. Are we complete?
Yes.
Yes, I think so for me. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
You're muted, Jessica.
No.
Oh, there you go. You're on.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I thought I saw you speaking. I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
She's back.
He's back. The giggle's back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the bowl, Jessica.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I love the characteristic evil giggle.
Ooh.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah. All right, I'll stop the recording here.